Whether you see it, whether you believe it, or whether you're experiencing it or not does not matter. In your reality, there is always movement to get you the things that you want, assuming you're doing the work to make it so. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why that is the case, and even giving you some examples of how there may be movement that you don't quite see happening. But first, if any of you are in need of one-to-one help to get your desires, or a monthly membership that offers tons of amazing stuff that will help you get your desires, once you've watched this video, go down into that description or that comment section, because there you'll find the links to my Linktree, where you can find the links to my membership and my website. I want to say a huge thank you for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. And in fact, today's video is day 2 of the 10 days content, which is a big thank you from me for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. I also have a huge announcement that I will be talking about later on in the video, and this is really big for me, so I'd highly appreciate it if you could stick out the video until that announcement so you can see what I have to talk about. Drop me a like and a comment if this video is of any help for you. Now let's get straight into it. Now I understand it's a bold statement for me to say there is always movement despite what you may see in front of you, assuming you are doing the right work. But let me explain how that is the case. Your reality is created by your thoughts and awareness. Now your awareness is essentially your attention. Whatever takes your attention has the capability to create, whether it's visualizations, daydreams, affirmations, reactions to the 3D, thoughts, sats, doesn't matter. If it's taken your attention, it has the power to create. Now what happens is your subconscious mind essentially connects to spiritual Wi-Fi, which connects it to everything else, just like actual Wi-Fi. Now, when you're feeding your subconscious mind a story through your attention, it takes that in, plugs itself into the spiritual Wi-Fi, and says, this is my experience, I'm going to move the necessary pieces to make it happen. Kind of like a game of chess. Just because people have done 10 moves and there's no one's won yet, doesn't mean they're not putting the things in place to checkmate their opponent. Your subconscious mind is doing the same thing. While some people may get 24-hour success, some people may get a week or even a month, and some people may wait 6 months, none of that means that there isn't things going on behind the scenes. It just means that your game of chess may be taking a little bit longer than someone else's. Now, assuming that you're feeding your subconscious mind the right story through your attention, because obviously if you're sitting there spiraling day after day after day and doing all the wrong things, then you can't really expect there to be movement. But if you're doing the right stuff, you're feeding your subconscious mind the right things through your attention, you can take comfort in knowing that it is playing a game of chess right now with your 3D reality. It's putting the pieces in place, it's setting up its horses, it's setting up its bishop, and it's only a matter of days before the 3D reality moves the wrong pawn, boom, checkmate. That is why there is always movement. But let me give you a more 3D perspective as opposed to that kind of like analogy of chess. Now, in the past, I have actually used theoretical things to explain how there could always be movement. And those were things like your manager saying that you couldn't be offered a pay rise. And even though in front of you, you're seeing the opposite, what's actually happening is behind the scenes, your company is about to sign a major client, which that extra money is going to come in place for your pay rise. All happening behind the scenes, and you're seeing opposite movement. Another example was your specific person going on holiday with the 3P. And you're sitting there worried about it, but what actually happens is on the holiday, they break up because your person realized they just weren't you, comes back to you. They needed to go on the holiday in the first place for this to happen. These are examples that I made up that could be about how there is always movement, just to kind of show you some of the things that could potentially happen. But I actually have an example, and it's one of the things that kind of stirred the inspiration for this video. And that is actually a real life example of how someone bumped into their specific person in the most crazy way possible. Now, this example happened, I don't know whether they got together or whether it went any further than this. I haven't had any updates, but the example goes as such. They were going to, I believe it was a festival. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a festival. Yeah, because they were mentioning how there was going to be tons of people there. So they knew that their person was going to be going to this festival because before the issues that they had together, they'd spoken about going together and such things, so they knew that they were going to be there. And they were really worried that with there being thousands of people at a festival, would they bump into them? What was the likelihood? And such things like that. And I said to them, look, your subconscious mind doesn't need a logical way for things to work out in order to work things out. It just needs to be fed the correct story, and it can get to work, on that spiritual Wi-Fi, putting the pieces in place. And they were like, look, I'm going to trust your judgment because you've worked with a lot of people. I'll really commit myself to this. So they do the things. I believe they said that they did affirmations of, I'm so happy to have spent the festival with person. And it come to the day, and they sent me a little email saying, look, I'm just going to go onto the festival today. I'm just going to go have a good time. It's a bit of a bummer if I don't see them, but I'm just going to go and enjoy myself. Well, they then sent me another email. I think it was about a week later. I don't know how long the festival itself was, but it was about a week later that they emailed me, basically saying the craziest thing had happened. And what actually happened was, despite their person going a completely different mode of transport, their subconscious mind had put the correct pieces in place for them to bump into each other before the festival. So what had happened was their person was getting the train to the festival, or train to somewhere near the festival, I imagine, and then either walked or bussed or something like that. I don't really know. But their person was getting the train to the festival. The person I was speaking to was getting the bus to the festival. Well, the trains were either shut or severely delayed or something like that, so that they were offering replacement buses. The replacement bus took the SP to the stop after my person got on their bus. So the person I was speaking to got on the bus, rode one stop, lo and behold, their specific person gets on. They kind of like catch eyes, they described it as awkwardly waved, but then their person came and sat next to them anyway, and they had a long chat, and that's obviously how they explained what happened. But even despite being so terrified that they weren't going to see each other in this massive festival full of people, they resided in the end of enjoying the festival with their person, so much so that their subconscious mind was like, cool, let me make it happen. It put the things in place for them to get on the same bus, or not on the same bus technically, they both got on different buses, but they obviously led each other to the same bus, to then bump into each other, to then talk, and I don't know what's happened from here, because like I said, they gave me an email stating what happened and how they had managed to see them on the time of the festival, but I don't know if things have gone any past that. But this is just to show that it had got to festival day. All the odds seemed against my person I was speaking to about it. Loads of people at a festival, what if they get there at different times, what if they don't bump into each other, what if? And all they did was show their subconscious mind the story of, I'm enjoying the festival with my person, and lo and behold, the pieces were put in place to make it happen. Even though it seems so far-fetched, and even though it seems like one of those things you only ever see in movies, your subconscious mind doesn't work logically. Your subconscious mind goes, cool, let me make it happen. Delay these trains, that replacement bus goes there, you just happen to be there the stop before to get there in time. Because if you think about it, if they had missed that bus by even 1 minute, that bus would have gone off, the person would have got on that bus, and they would have got on the one after and never met each other. But because your subconscious mind takes in what you're feeding it and pushes it out for you to experience, if you're feeding it the right things, it will put things in the right places. All your subconscious mind is doing is waiting for you, the 3D, your opponent, to make the wrong move in its chess game, and boom, checkmate, your desire comes into place. And all of this is happening behind the scenes. You don't need to see the things going on for that game of chess to be playing. All you need to do is feed your subconscious mind the right story so it can make the right moves to get you there where you want to be. So this is how there is always movement. If you're focusing your focus on the right places, your subconscious mind is weaving the webs of your reality. It's playing that chess game. It's whatever analogy you want to use to determine how the 3D was created, but it's doing the things that is necessary to get you to where you want to be. You don't need to see it. You don't even need to believe it. You just need to be continuing with the right work to make it happen. And here are a couple of examples of how movement is always happening to really help you get on board with believing it. One of which is an actual event that I, a little while ago, got told. And that, like I said, was the inspiration for this video. So I really hope this video has helped. I really hope it's given you some ideas going forward. Oh, the announcement. I forgot to actually put the announcement. So Katie and I, as of the 19th of October, actually had a baby. So we've kept it hidden for a very long time. just because I'm one of those people that likes to wait for things to happen before telling you. But if you've noticed my responses to comments getting a little bit slower, or if any clients have kind of noticed that I've been responding to my clients maybe 20 minutes, half an hour later than usual, that is why. As of the 19th of October, Katie and I had a little baby girl. She's happy, she's healthy, and this is why hitting 10K and all of the amazing support that you guys have offered has been so incredible, because it's just helped me provide for everyone. It's really helped me with ensuring that we have everything that we need financially for this baby, as well as, you know, just being able to feel proud and confident that going forward I can continue to do this business while looking after a newborn baby, and everything is going absolutely amazing. So thank you all so much for the support that you guys have given me. Thank you all so much for just everything, really. And yeah, super excited about this. And yeah, maybe there'll be some photos soon, like on the Instagram or something like that. I'm not too sure because I'm quite private with the kids, but there's the announcement. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for any kind comments and anything that comes through. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye.